Hello, my name is Amir Glover, and this is my Southwest Transit final team selection presentation. First, we want to speak on the original members that we selected. Originally, with my previous team members, we selected Natalie first, then Michael, then Elizabeth, then Caitlin, Bob, and lastly, we selected William. We were, advised and told that we were to now select 4 members of our group instead of the 6. So I had to make the very difficult decision to subtract 2 members and pick the best 4 that I felt would contribute the best to this project. First, I chose Natalie. Natalie was our first selection since she is motivated by challenges, which it certainly is. This is a very challenging project that we must complete in a timely manner. So Natalie was one of my first options. And also she provides great work and leadership, which is why she is on our team. Next, we chose Michael. Michael was the next team member we selected because he is motivated by a difficult task, which we need in a project of this magnitude, but we also found it disheartening that he tends to abandon projects. But we feel with our management structure and our management style, we will be able to motivate him in order to complete the task. So we decided to choose Michael, and that's our main focus, like I said, to get him to stick to the task and make sure he's motivated. Next was Bob. Bob was another member we thought would be a key contributor since he's one of the longest tenured individuals at the job. Individuals who are usually at jobs understand what it takes to complete said job, also what management expects, upper management expects, so they get all the expectations that is needed. So we chose Bob and felt like he was a pivotal person that we had to keep on our team. William was the last member that we decided on, and based on his credentials, we felt he would bring a lot to the team. We felt that he's very task-oriented and also is a master at what he does in his craft. So we felt he would be a very key contributor. So we chose William last, and that was our 4 members that we decided on. Next, the strengths that we have. We feel we have a lot of people who are motivated by challenges, which allows this challenging task to be something that they can learn from and do and complete thoroughly. Next, we've seen all members are reliable and bring their own strengths to the team. As I just stated, we have a person like Natalie, who's an individual who's very outspoken and a great communicator. And then we have somebody like William, who is very to their task and is a master at their task, who can help other individuals with said tasks. So everybody has their different things that they bring to the team and strengths and everything. Next, we have a lot of older individuals, which we think is a strength because a lot of the older individuals, such as Bob, who are more longer tenured, like I said, understand what's asked of them and also understand the organization and what they expect. And over to the weaknesses, the things that could be strengths can also be weaknesses. So the different individuals bring different problems among the team. So just because Natalie's a communicator, that's a strength for her, and it can be a strength for the team, but it can also be a weakness because not everyone is a communicator, and a lot of people like to work on their own and not work with groups. So we felt that could be a potential weakness. Efficiency could also be a problem, as we stated with Michael. Michael likes to or tends to not complete all of his tasks, so we felt that could be a potential issue. And lastly, some are more motivated than others. When we have a group, other individuals being motivated than others could be an issue and could cause outbreaks and outlashes when it becomes a person feels like they're doing more than others. So that could be a potential weakness. According to Cable 2018, the key to motivating employees, specifically individuals like Michael and William, is to find ways to activate their seeking systems, which allow them to find motivation in their current task. An individual like Michael tends to not complete tasks. We will also use something called job rotation, which will ensure all 4 workers are doing different tasks and enjoy them, which take out the boredom, according to Griffin and others, 2020. According to that same source, when creating new groups and teams, trust is one of the foundations that is built on being successful. But someone like Natalie, who's a very communicative and open individual who, gets a lot of people to trust them, that'll play a pivotal role in the success of the totality of the team. And lastly, properly defining the roles comes from management. But if we properly define the roles, everyone shouldn't have any issues understanding what they have to do and understanding what they exactly bring to the team and why we chose them. As far as leadership theories and management, we decided to go with the Herzberg's two-factor theory, which indicates and determines the motivational variables that influence satisfaction and hygienic aspects that influence discontent. Hygiene factors such as pay is beneficial for someone like Bob, who was highly motivated with pay and bonuses. So we decided to go with that. And William is motivated by recognition from his work, which is something that this theory also provides. So motivating and telling William, he's doing a good job and things of that nature. He's very motivated by that, so we decided that. And Natalie, as I said, she's very communicative and she loves interpersonal relationships, which allows people to trust her and build bonds. So we decided to go with that theory for one of our leadership theories. And next, the expectancy theory. People are motivated by their level of desire and the possibility that they will succeed in obtaining it. Most of the team members enjoy being recognized for their work, so they will do what they can to succeed. As stated, bonuses and extra pay can include what's one of the benefits. And like you said, if they're expecting a bonus or extra pay, that'll benefit a team member like Bob. And the experiences a lot of issues when the task is completed. There's a multitude of rewards that can be proved beneficial to each individual. So each individual will, gain different things that can help them in the future. Some issues that can arise is members losing motivation to complete the task. Things we would do is delegating each task, switching tasks daily between the members, which will provide a new sense of motivation and a new task so they're not doing the same things every day. The lack of group cohesiveness could occur in the very beginning because a lot of these members haven't been together and, have never worked on a project of this magnitude. So properly outlining the roles and how each role is important to the success of the overall team will allow each individual to understand what they need to do and how they need to do it so they don't feel, out of whack and they're looking to each other to see what they need to do. Some of the leadership theories that we relied on is we rely on the PATH goal / Ebbinghaus theory of leadership. This relies on leaders to be supportive as well as achievement oriented in order to maintain success. Leaders will make up for their team's weakness and to remove problems or barriers in their way. So in other words, we will look for the team's weaknesses and try to correct them as soon as possible. Also, the LPC theory of leadership, the responses. This leadership is through responses to a coworker who obstructs job achievement. The LPC scale aims to infer respondents' investment in task accomplishment. This, in other words, this allows there to be an emphasis on positive relationship among leaders and members. A positive relationship among leaders, management, coworkers is key to any team and any proper task. So we'll put an emphasis on that. So values of conscious capitalism, the definition of that is the main goal is to elevate their communities through businesses which are interchanging constantly and they adjust as they see fit. The 4 tenets of conscious capitalism is higher purpose, stakeholder orientation, conscious leadership, and conscious culture. Higher purpose is organization's main goal is more than just profitability, but also helping the community and the world become a better in process. Stakeholder orientation, stakeholders include all customers, employees, vendors, and surrounding community members, and putting an emphasis on them, allowing business to grow in their fullest potential. Conscious leadership, conscious leaders inspire their workers to be their best selves, and they put an emphasis on that by encouraging them when necessary. And conscious culture, the entire culture of an organization is based on the values and how they treat one another along with the consumers. Creating these values allows businesses to move in all the same direction. Stakeholder values based on Freeman's theory. This is defined as people or organizations that have the power to persuade an organization to pursue a particular objective. So the 3 stakeholders are employees, consumers, and board members. They all bring different values, but I feel like most importantly that consumers bring the most value because the consumers buy the product and they're the ones that increase the profitability and determine whether an organization is going to be either successful or fail. So I feel like they're most important. And next we have why we decided to use or why we decided to pick the 3 members. Most of the group are the longest tenured members of the organization, which means they know, as I said, they know the expectations and will be dedicated to complete the task correctly. Next, we think the members bring their own specialized things that will benefit the group. As stated already, Natalie, Michael, Bob, and Will all bring their own special characteristics, which will help and benefit the team in their own many ways. So we decided all of them for a reason. And also together we have some younger members and older members, which a lot of times have a lot of camaraderie because they're able to feed off each other. As far as the older individuals are able to help the youngers, and the youngers are able to help the olders. So we feel as though that would be most beneficial, and the group we have together will be able to complete the task as best as possible. That concludes the end of my presentation. Are there any questions, concerns? I appreciate you for tuning in. Thank you very much. These are my references. Thank you.